Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 10 minutes. Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Four minutes till start of broadcast.
Check one.
This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
A pair of conference champions do battle tonight on the Plains. Colgate, two-time champs in the Patriot League, comes to Auburn to face the defending SEC champs. Good evening in War Eagle from Neville Arena with 8-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn improved to 7-0 for the second time under Bruce Pearl with a 5-point win over St. Louis on Sunday. The Tigers outscored the Billikens 12-2 in the final 3:18 to erase a 5-point deficit. Wendell Green Jr. and K.D. Johnson led the comeback in front of another packed house at Neville Arena. Colgate is 5-4. For the second straight year, the Raiders beat in-state foes Syracuse. A year ago, Colgate needed 18 threes to pull off the upset. This season, the Raiders pumped in 19 trays to beat the Orange. Colgate features preseason Patriot League player and Defensive Player of the Year Tucker Richardson. He averages nearly 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Auburn has won 43 straight non-conference home games. Getting a 44th will require a solid shooting night and superior three-point defense. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. At CB&S Bank, we've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Yes, it is the Patriot League versus the Southeastern Conference. But tonight, the Auburn Tigers better show up against the two-time Patriot League champions, the Colgate Raiders. Along with Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. This is one of those trap kind of games, Sonny. You come off of an emotional win against St. Louis on Sunday. You've got final exams all next week before you go and face Memphis a week from tomorrow in Atlanta. You better be ready to play tonight against Colgate.
A team that shoots the ball as well as they do. They defend really well. They spread their scoring out. It can be a test, and this is the kind of team that has stats that will work on the road. And so this makes this a very difficult game.
81 points a game, 50% shooting from the field, 40% from three, and 19 assists per game.
They spread the ball around, and you got to defend, and you got to keep them off the free throw line, and you got to get to the free throw line. I think that's really important against a team like they have.
All right, we know how well Auburn can play defense.
Yes.
What is it what's the magic pill for Auburn from an offensive standpoint as far as being consistent offensively?
For us to be more consistent offensively, I think we got to run. We got to get some points on the run as much as we do in the half court, because if a team gets us into a half court game, sometimes it's a very difficult game for us. So get the run going and live off of that.
Just because the weather's chilly doesn't mean Alabama farmers aren't busy growing high-quality products. Visit sweetgrownalabama.org to make your next Tigers watch party a slam dunk. Find farm fresh greens, meats, and more at sweetgrownalabama.org. It is not a real busy night across the Southeastern Conference, but to tell you all about it, here's Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. No, not a busy day at all, as it is 2 other teams in action tonight, and one is underway now.
From the home of the reigning conference champions to every corner of the SEC, let's go around the most exciting conference in college basketball. This is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
The Georgia Bulldogs are at home tonight against Florida A&M, and early on, Georgia is shooting well. They are shooting better than 55% for the ball game, and Georgia leads FAMU 32-23, under 3 minutes to go in the first half. The only other game involving an SEC team tonight is LSU at home against UT Arlington. That game tips off at the top of the hour. LSU 6-1 this season. The only loss was down in the Cayman Islands Classic to Kansas State by 2 points. So we'll keep you up to speed on both of those other games. plus a handful of other games, including the Open Big Ten play, which features a ranked versus ranked matchup. Also ranked versus ranked when Baylor and Gonzaga hook up in South Dakota. More on that later in our broadcast. Now it's time for What's on the Menu. It's presented by Whataburger. Get ready for a flood of incredible texture and taste when you bite into the new Whataburger Chili Cheeseburger. That's layers of tasty chili, crunchy corn chips, and crisp onions. They combine to create a delicious masterpiece available for a limited time. What's on the menu? Mike Burgermaster with a 60-second scout of Colgate. Leor Berman is our player profile tonight. Plus, we'll get our pregame conversation with head coach Bruce Pearl, Sonny Smith's keys to the game, and starting lineups ahead of tip-off between Auburn and Colgate. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
Did you know the average piece of produce travels 1,500 miles to reach your plate? When you buy local, you shorten your supply chain and reduce fuel emissions to contribute to a more sustainable world. I'm Ellie Watson, the director of Sweet Grown Alabama, a program designed to help you find locally grown products. Visit sweetgrownalabama.org to search for locally grown produce, meat, honey, and more in your area.
How are you the ultimate Auburn fan? Because I got this air horn installed in my throat. Pretty sick, right? Yes, you look really sick. What doctor would even do this? Doctor? I did this myself. I mean, I can't swallow whole food, but still. Wait, what? Just gotta plow through it. Hey, can I get a couple of soups up here? What about some chamomile tea? Don't be that guy. Get a fan card. The smart way to be the ultimate Tigers fan. Just go to auburncards.com.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We are back at Neville Arenas. We're getting you ready for Auburn and Colgate. StubHub is the easiest way to experience every Tigers game. Check the virtual view, score your seats, get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. StubHub, be there. Well, let's talk about this Auburn team. Of course, it's the final game before the final exam period begins. And one of the guys who has taken his classwork seriously during his time at Auburn is Leor Berman, the senior from Birmingham, the subject of our player profile tonight with Andy Burcham.
All right, you guys are coming to the end of the semester. I know you're one of the guys that takes the classroom very, very seriously. So if you would just on a practice day, not a game day, but a practice day, kind of take us from start to finish, because there's just not a lot of free time for you, is there?
No, sir. So, I'm in the classroom at around 8:30. I got a 3-hour, 20-minute class 3 times a week. That's my main studio class, so I'm working on big projects that I've been developing. And after that, it's time for like a lift. So I have a lift, and after a lift, well, practice. I try to get shots in before practice, after practice. And after practice, maybe get another workout in. And then at night, it's the time I got to lock in and get the homework done so I can get my 8 hours of sleep in.
Industrial design, right?
Yes, sir, industrial design.
Why that major for you?
I've always liked to draw, make things with my hands, and kind of solve problems. So, with that, I can do a lot of that.
Leor Berman played in 20 games last season, especially the first half of the year saw a lot of action. He hit 8 of 17 threes, which was the best percentage from distance on the team a season ago. This year, 4 total minutes in a couple of total games. Leor Berman, though, a key piece, the 6'4", 215-pound senior out of Mountain Brook High School in Birmingham. Well, let's talk about the opponent here tonight, Colgate. The Raiders 5-4, members of the Patriot League. They have an outside threat in Tucker Richardson, 6'5", 215, out of Flemington, New Jersey. Scored 30 points, made 8 threes in the upset win at Syracuse. On the inside, Keegan Records, a senior forward, 6'10", 250, and every bit of that. He is a thick young man as we see him out warming up right now. He led the Patriot League in field goal percentage and blocked shots per game last season. It's time for the 60-second scout of the Raiders, and that's presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harbert College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best. Harbert.auburn.edu. Auburn assistant Mike Burgomaster on the 60-second scout of the Raiders.
So Colgate's a tremendous offensive team. With a win at Syracuse, they're a tremendous three-point shooting team. Top 20, both in percentage of their points that come from three balls as well as their three-point shooting percentage. So, it's a big deal for us to take away the three-point shot and make as many of the shots they take be contested as opposed to uncontested. Defensively, they're going to pack it in the lane. We have an advantage in the air against them in our pick-and-roll stuff. And we got to be able to knock down open shots.
How does the three play a factor even in their transition game?
Yeah, so they're going to play pretty fast in transition. If we score, they're going to try and get the ball up the floor, and they're hunting the first uncontested open three that they can possibly get. So it's really important for us to locate shooters in transition. Lucky for us, pretty much 4 of the 5 guys out there are going to be shooters, so we should be able to find them.
Colgate won the Patriot League championship a season ago, went to the NCAA tournament for the 3rd time in 4 years under Coach Matt Langle, who's now in his 12th season at the helm of the Colgate program after being a standout Ivy League player at Penn. Colgate's last SEC opponent, Arkansas, came in the first round of the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. Raiders led that game by 16 before Arkansas stormed back and claimed the win to advance in the tournament. So certainly an interesting test for the Tigers tonight before the final exam break. A little more than 14 minutes away from tip-off tonight, the Auburn Tigers put their trust in Auburn AV every home game for the best fan experience, and so should you. Bring the basketball game home when you have Auburn AV design and install your home entertainment system, all with frustration-free controls. Visit auburnav.com. Up next, Andy Burcham visits with head coach Bruce Pearl. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
North American beavers are excellent swimmers, but on land they waddle about clumsily. That is until they spot the yellow tag on a stack of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. Their instincts kick in and the colony springs into action. Just like that, these master builders make off with their newfound building materials.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
How are you the ultimate Auburn fan? Because I got this air horn installed in my throat. Pretty sick, right? Yes, you look really sick. What doctor would even do this?
Doctor? I did this myself. I mean, I can't swallow whole food, but still.
Wait, what?
Just gotta plow through it.
Hey, can I get a couple of soups up here?
What about some chamomile tea? Don't be that guy. Get a fan card. The smart way to be the ultimate Tigers fan. Just go to auburncards.com.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl. At Auburn, we revere our traditions. Ford has a tradition too, building trucks that are smart, dependable, and built Ford tough. That's why Ford F-150 is the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, right off the bat, Coach, I know Auburn University, Auburn basketball certainly mourning the loss of one of its all-time greats in Jeff Moore.
Yeah, I mean, it's tragic, somebody that dies, early in life, and you always ask why. Jeff was a great player here. He followed right after the Charles Barkley era. He was one of the better centers to ever play at Auburn. A couple-time conference player, all SEC guy. He got done, played professionally overseas, did well. But he didn't finish his degree at Auburn yet. He had a lot of Auburn friends and supporters that encouraged him to do so. And I think it wasn't until he's like 47 years old that he came back, got his degree, which is a wonderful thing. He loved Auburn, and I think in a lot of ways the Auburn family loved him. He always identified it. He was around a lot when I first got the job, Andy, and then the last couple of years he's been real sick. And so it was time. No more pain, and he's in a better place.
Auburn faces a really good team. It's two conference champs going at each other tonight. Auburn from the SEC, Colgate twice now, the Patriot League champ.
Yeah, back-to-back conference champions out of the Patriot League. Picked to win it again this year. In return, three seniors that have been playing together for 4 years. A couple guys actually played us in 2019 here. And they've got some nice additions. So this is a good team. They beat Syracuse earlier in the year, knocked down 18 threes. And, so we'll, obviously we've got to make them beat us from two. Getting back in transition, getting those guys identified. They play fast, Andy. They get out and they go and they run, and they play a lot faster, I think, that our guys are anticipating. I told our guys we've got to be on fire in transition. It doesn't matter who matches up with who. We just got to get bodies on bodies. They run really good half-court stuff. So, the way we guard them has got to carry the day. And then I think the next thing for us to be able to, look, the last two games we've played, a last possession game against Northwestern and a last possession game against St. Louis. And part of the reason is we're not shooting the ball. We're struggling to shoot it. We're going to get the same shots that we got against Northwestern or against St. Louis tonight. Just got to get a couple of them to go down, both inside and out, and from the foul line. If we start shooting it better, then we'll start winning by greater margins.
Colgate's a team that shoots 50% total from the field, 40% from three, and average 19 assists per game.
Yeah, we got to make them beat us off the bounce. Got to make them beat us one-on-one plays. Got to stay in passing lanes when the ball gets driven. Got to stay in passing lanes when the ball goes to the post. And don't let them drive to a dish. Don't let them inside out, and make them make tough twos without fouling them. So that's easier said than done for sure. Our guys this week now. Today was the last day of class, and next week will be finals. And so we just got to continue to make sure that we're excited about playing, and that we have a great understanding that this team's capable of beating us. I think the other thing too, I think it's important for us is. Tonight we're going to be without Jalen Williams, all right? And Jalen hasn't practiced all week long. He got COVID, along with a couple of other staff members and a few other people that took the trip back from Cancun. He traveled overseas, and obviously there's a little bit more of a risk. And so, Jalen's been he and Wendell probably been our two most consistent players. So tonight it'll be Alan Flanagan back in the starting lineup. It'll be Chris Moore having to play some undersized four. Yohan Traore is going to have to play a lot more than he's been playing. And I think that for us to be successful, our two freshmen that are going to be playing a lot tonight, Yohan and Chance, have got to be able to play better. Not as freshmen, but really be factors out there. They were this summer, and we need for them to be now in season if we're going to be able to be the kind of team that we'd like to try to be.
What's the key defensively tonight against this good Colgate shooting team?
Transition defense, ball pressure. Make them beat us from two. Don't let them beat us from three. Make them put the ball down the floor. Make them make one-on-one plays.
All the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
War Eagle, a tradition that can mean hello or goodbye. It's our battle cry, our family, It's what Auburn is all about. Ford Motor Company has a powerful tradition, too. An unwavering commitment to build smarter, tougher, more dependable trucks. Ford F-150, it's a truck I drive and the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Visit buyfordnow.com or your local Ford dealer. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Not all models, trims, or features may be available. Contact your dealer for more information.
Hi friends, Keith Hernandez here to tell you about a great pain reliever called Salonpas Pain Relieving Patches. Salonpas is pain medicine in a patch. You stick it right on sore muscles for up to 8 hours. Research has shown that people that use Salonpas reported less pain with improvement in mood, sleep, and the ability to work. Wish I knew about these in my playing days. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Most creatures blend in with their natural surroundings. However, one North American beaver colony is doing anything but. This group, having discovered new Yellowwood Protector semi-transparent stain and water repellent, has coated their lodge in a lovely smoky grey color. Modern look and powerful protection, backed by the yellow tag. Well done.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. Yellowwood Protector semi-transparent stain and water repellent. Find a dealer near you.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Regal.
You're listening to Auburn Basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
All right, we are closing in on tip-off between Auburn and Colgate. Fans continue to file in right to the medical report brought to you by East Alabama Health. Need emergency care? Check out the new freestanding emergency department locating in the new Auburn Medical Pavilion in the Auburn Research Park. Coach Sonny Smith, no Jalen Williams. He did not practice this week for the Tigers. His productivity, he does a little bit of everything at a high level. Do you anticipate one player doing everything more, or do you think that production is now filled in by several players?
I think several players is the best. We got a deep bench, and we got a bench that can score the ball as well as defend. So I think we got to share the ball a little bit more because we know he's going to score points.
Auburn's three-point defense is fourth best in the country. What have they done well? Why has Auburn been so good against the three?
Well, they take away the three and put them in a driving situation, and we defend the drive well. We've been good at defending drives into the lane, making them pick the basketball up. So take away the three, make them drive it, and double it, or stop the drive before it gets in the lane.
Let me put you on the spot here. How many points does it take for Auburn to win this game? Colgate is averaging 81 points per game. Auburn is allowing just under 57. What kind of point range, scoring range do you think we see in this game tonight?
Well, I think it'll be close to the 80s, but I think we've got to keep them off the foul line before. If we're going to have to make points, and we got to keep them from getting those easy points on the free throw line.
With the clock dead, right?
With the clock dead. Points with the clock dead could get us beat.
No question. All right, Coach, thank you. Look forward to your call with Andy Burcham here moments away. Coach's keys to the game, by the way, are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Starting lineups next, then the opening tip. It's Auburn and Colgate, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
The Auburn Tigers Today podcast keeps you plugged into the Tigers like nowhere else with Andy Burcham's weekly coaches interviews, post-game audio, and Jacob Hellman's comprehensive This Week in Auburn Athletics feature. It's the only podcast that keeps you current on everything happening around Auburn athletics, from Jordan Hare to Neville and beyond. Just and subscribe to Auburn Tigers Today podcast.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
Every Whataburger is made fresh and made to order. It's all the homemade goodness you could ask for. The patties, 100% all beef and never frozen. The veggies, cut in-house for maximum freshness. The bread, delivered fresh. And the order, just like you like it.
Enjoy.
This is homemade at our house, and you're invited anytime you want. Seriously, we're open 24/7. Whataburger, just like you like it.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Auburn basketball, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for the Tigers.
Leaves it left side, Green to the corner, Zep for three. Count it! Three ball, Zep Jasper. Yes! Oh, Zep for three!
Zep Jasper, senior, Augusta, Georgia, Lucy C. Laney High School.
Into the hole off the glass. Got it at the buzzer! Window, free ball. Yes! Oh!
Window. I'm going to get his autograph if he keeps playing like that.
Wendell Green Jr., Detroit, Michigan, Latimer High School.
Passes it underneath, and Moore puts it in, and a foul in the play. Down the lane. Moore to the hole with a two-hand goal.
Chris Moore, Jr., West Memphis, Arkansas, Academies of West Memphis.
KD, ahead, Flanagan to the hole with the left-hand hammer. Alan Flanagan, three. Good with one of the shot clock. Bounce pass, Flanagan with the left-hand hammer.
Alan Flanagan, senior, Lower Arkansas, Parkview High.
Broom had it, got it back and put it in. There's the double-double. To Broom, up and in with a foul in the play. Spin move, Broom to the hole with two hands.
Denard Broom, sophomore, Plant City, Florida, Kemba Catholic.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. From the makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine comes Yellowwood Protector. After all, if it's good enough to earn that little yellow tag, then it's the perfect finish for your five-star backyard.
Auburn is 7-0 on the season, ranked number 15 in the AP poll, 19 in the coaches poll, and 19 in the KenPom rankings. Bruce Pearl, in his 9th season at Auburn, a record of 173-98. And in his 28th season overall, a record of 635 and 243. Before the Colgate starters, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Colgate is 5-4 and ranked number 109. In the KenPom rankings, Matt Langle in his 12th season at Colgate. His record is 181 and 161. Here's the starting lineup for the Raiders. Braden Smith at the point, 6-foot freshman out of Seattle, Washington. 9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5 assists. Ryan Moffitt, 6'7" senior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 12 points, 3.8 rebounds. Tucker Richardson, the preseason Patriot League Player and Defensive Player of the Year. 6'5" senior from Flemington, New Jersey, 16.5 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Oliver Lynch Daniels, the 4th guard in the lineup, 6'2" senior from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 11.3 points, 2.7 rebounds. And Keegan Records, a 6'10" senior from South Kingston, Rhode Island, 11 points and 6 rebounds a game. Smith, Moffitt, Richardson, Daniels, the 4 guards in the starting lineup for Colgate, and then Records on the inside for Colgate. Auburn in the home white uniforms tonight, tops and bottoms, blue numerals and lettering and orange trim. Colgate in the away red or crimson uniforms, tops and bottoms tonight. Tigers faced this team back in 2019. Auburn was on fire that night against Colgate, and it will take a very good effort tonight. Auburn cannot take this team for granted this evening, Sonny Smith.
No, we got to beat this team in a lot of different ways. We got to get into the lane. We got to get them in foul trouble. We can't let them get second shots. They're too good a shooting team, and they got depth as far as scoring is concerned. All 5 guys can score the ball.
Tonight's officials are Don Daly, KB Burdett Jr., and Will Howard. A little bit of a late arriving crowd, but folks starting to file into Neville Arena for this final game for this Auburn team before final exams. Auburn will play again until a week from tomorrow in Atlanta against Memphis in a 4 o'clock tip-off in Holiday Hoops Giving in Atlanta. No Jalen Williams tonight, so Alan Flanagan in the starting lineup at the 3. That moves Chris Moore to the 4 tonight.
That's a loss of a very steady player. Somebody's got to fill that void that he's going to leave tonight.
Yeah, you lose a guy that's has 26 career double-figure games. He was the MVP of the Cancun Challenge. 8 points, 5.7 rebounds, one of your more versatile scorers as well, but he is not available for the Tigers tonight. The tap controlled and easily to the Auburn Tigers, and Wendell Green moves from our right to left here in the first half of play. Across midcourt, top of the circle for Moore. Off the right side, Broom. About 12 feet away goes baseline. Cut off by Records. Backs in against Records to the baseline. Gets cut off again. Up with the left hand, he didn't get it. Rebound, Chris. Back up, miss it. Rebound fought for, and Records comes out of the crowd. Ahead for Braden Smith.
Second shots. We got some second shots. That's going to be a factor.
Smith at the point. Left side of the circle for Moffitt. Moffitt to the baseline for Records, left side. Gets bumped by Broom into the lane. Head fake twice. Bounce pass left side for Smith. 12 feet away, left side baseline into the lane. Head fake up from 4. He got it to fall.
I can see right now they're a ball faking team, so you cannot let them fake you into foul trouble.
Bruce Pearl told his team they'll ball fake 3-4 times. Auburn the other way. Flanagan to Jasper. Zepp in the key. Top of the circle. 3 ball straight away. Wendell didn't get it. Rebound Richardson for Colgate. They look to break. Up the left side. On the wing, it's Daniels. Daniels brings it top of the circle. Right side for Smith. The point guard on the left-hand dribble brings it top of the key. Picked up by Alan Flanagan. Gets a high post screen from Records. Off the right side, it's Moffitt. Left-hand dribble. Daniels, free throw line, down the lane. Loses it, knocked away. Wendell Green with the steal. Here's Auburn the other way. Green, top of the circle, behind the back dribble. Kicks it into the corner. Zepp Jasper on the right side. Drives out to the top. Chris Moore down the right side of the lane. Cut off there. Brings it back out to Wendell Green at the right wing. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Wendell outside the arc. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Inside the arc. Up and under from 15 off the glass. He baked it home.
They're ball fakers. We're ball fakers, and we just put a ball fake on them and scored a big hoop.
Tied at 2 with 18 to go in the first half. Tucker Richardson, preseason Patriot League Player of the Year. Picks up the dribble off the left side for Lynch Daniels. 2 Records in the key. Off the right side, ball fake. Ball knocked away. Broom with the steal. Here's Janai Broom going coast to the hole, and he gets fouled by Records.
Our defense looks solid right there. They're going to put the ball on the floor the first time it hits their hands when it crosses midcourt. We cannot let them dribble into the lane. We got to put the defense like we are.
Janai Broom at the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. 62% this season as a team. Auburn needs to be better at 65.8%.
Yeah, and we need to get there a lot, Andy. If we can get there a lot, they're going to be in trouble.
Janai was the defensive player of the year last year in the Ohio Valley Conference, and he misses the first free throw short. 2-2 the score, 17:45 to go in the first half of play.
They're running their offense out of a high ball screen. We cannot let them get us in foul trouble trying to get over that screen.
Second free throw missed. Rebound tapped, and Colgate comes out of the pack. A couple free throws missed by Janai Broom. Richardson, left side, picked up by Flanagan. 2 Records, knocked away Broom. He's got a breakaway. In on goal, 2-hand dunk.
Our defense is solid. It can be real solid if they make those lazy passes like that.
3 turnovers already for Colgate. 4-2 Auburn, 17-18 in the first half of play. Richardson at midcourt gets cut off, gets the ball to Records, off to the right side for Daniels. Daniels on the wing for Smith. Top of the circle, back door for Richardson. Cut off, loops back into the lane. Picked up by Broom. Fadeaway, Richardson didn't get it to fall. Out of there, Flanagan. 2 Wendell Green up the right sideline across midcourt. At the hash, leaves for Allen. 3 ball in the air, bang!
Boy, what a play. Run on them, get a good early shot. Give them 1 shot only, Don't foul him.
7-2 Auburn, 16:46 in the first half of play. Lynch Daniels works against Zep Jasper to Richardson. Richardson off the right side, gets the ball, 3-ball in the air. Richardson switch.
Richardson can shoot. He does so many things for them. Assists as well as shoot.
His 24th 3 of the year. They press, Auburn breaks it, Green up the floor. Top of the circle, right hand dribble in the key. Head fake at 15. Back out to the top for Moore, back to Wendell. 20 to shoot for Auburn. 16-20 in the first half. Auburn 7 and Colgate 5. Wendell at the top. Gets a screen from Broom. Kicks it into the corner. Flanagan goes baseline. Up with a left-hand switch.
Oh, we're being patient. We're moving the ball. We're doing a good job coming off screens and getting them making a great pass.
5 straight points for Alan Flanagan. 9-5 Auburn. 16 minutes to go. First half of play. Smith across midcourt. Bounce pass to Records outside the arc. Records sets a screen, gives the ball to Smith. Jasper fights through that screen. Gets up in Smith's face. Smith backs up on the right-hand dribble. 10 to shoot for Colgate. Smith gets a screen. Off the right side, drives on Broom through the lane. Reverse layup, bad shot. Rebound Jasper. Outlet Flanagan at the top of the circle. Allen to Broom. Goes up, missed it. Got it back. Charge against Janai Broom on the initial shot. And that'll be the first foul on Janai, and it takes us to our first time out of the night. 15:33 to go in the first half. Auburn 9, Colgate 5. First half presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Game day is full of ifs. Like if Auburn has another kick 6 up its sleeve. Who knows? But if you want the most convenient way to pay on the planes, get the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card. Tap to pay contactless card technology and Locket card controls give you what you need on game day or any day. To order your card, visit regents.com/GoTigers. Regents, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh Camry, and Highlander, and RAV4, and Corolla, and even more, available at Toyota Thon.
Get 1.9% APR for 36 months on a new 2022 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through January 3rd, 2023. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.60 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. All Chick-fil-A locations in Alabama proudly support the Auburn Tigers.
15:33 to go in the first half. Auburn 9, Colgate 5. Couple stats early on. Auburn has outscored Colgate off turnovers 4-0. As a matter of fact, Colgate, which a team that averages 19 assists per game, has just one here in the first half, already to 3 turnovers. And Auburn has scored 5 points, Sonny Smith, on turnovers. Colgate has yet to score on a fast break today.
We're defending well. They're running everything off of a high ball screen or a pass out of the high ball, out of the high post. If we can handle that move alone, we can make them have to live off bad shots.
Juwan Traore, Chance Westry, and K.D. Johnson check into the Auburn lineup. As Auburn goes to its step, joining, and Dylan Cardwell out there joining Alan Flanagan. He's the only starter still on the floor for the Tigers. Richardson in the backcourt against the Auburn pressure of K.D. Johnson. Across midcourt, Auburn up by a score of 9-5. Left side pass for Daniels. Daniels gets a screen from Records to the free throw line. Left wing for Smith. Penetrates out to the top. Lynch Daniels, 3. Nope, short. Rebound, Flanagan pulls it out of the air.
We're giving him one shot, Andy.
Outlet to Chance Westry. Up the floor on the left-hand dribble. Picked up by Braden Smith. Kicks it off the right side for Flanagan. Allen goes baseline. Cut off there by Records. To the wing, Cardwell to Flanagan on a curl. Pull up 17-footer, good!
Allen's off to a good start.
And how? He has 7 points and Auburn leads 11-5, 14:48 First half of play. Richardson, bounce pass, top of the circle. Moffitt to Smith on a curl, into the key. Down to the baseline, and Cardwell jumps into the pass. Cardwell in trouble, loses it. It comes to Smith. Now Records tied up. Westry and Smith tie it up, and the arrow goes to Colgate with 14:34 to go in the first half. And Auburn on top 11-5. Alan Flanagan getting his first start of the season, and Flanagan 3 of 3 from the field early on. Records comes out, so does Moffitt, and they go big underneath. Jeff Woodward, 6'11", 270 out of Audubon, Pennsylvania in the lineup. They also bring Chandler Baker, a 6'5" shooter out of Woodstock, Georgia, into the lineup for Colgate.
They're pulling our big people away from the goal to defend, making it easier for everybody else to rebound.
Inbound to the wing, right wing pass, high arching shot, it's up and it's good for Lynch Daniels.
KD tried for a steal that he shouldn't have. They were in great position and facing us, and we don't try to steal those type.
11-8 Auburn, 14:20 to go in the first half of play. Westry between the circles. Chance picks it up to KD Johnson, left side of the key. KD gets a screen. 17-footer in the air. It's good. It just nestled home for KD Johnson.
He just made up for a bad defensive play real quick.
Auburn has hit its last 6 shots. Tigers lead 13-8. Richardson, top of the circle for the big guy Woodward. Off the right side for Lynch. Hands back to Richardson, working on Cardwell. Head fake. Lobs it underneath. Over the head and off of Woodward. Here's Auburn the other way. Westry up the floor. Chance, bounce pass intended underneath, and it was kicked. Auburn fortunate. He was trying to get the ball to Cardwell, and it was kicked. Auburn keeps it. And here's Leor Berman in the lineup for Auburn. 6'5" senior out of Mount Brook in Birmingham.
It's very evident that we can run on this team. We got to make good passes if we're going to run.
Flanagan out and Berman in for the Tigers. 13:39 in the first. Auburn on top 13-8.
We're not giving them any second shots. They got to hit that first shot, and we're defending the first shot real well.
Lynch Daniels is out of the lineup for Colgate. Sam Thompson out there along with Chandler Baker for the Raiders. Cardwell, Berman, right side of the circle. Leor spins down the right side of the lane, into the lane, up from 5, it was blocked. And the rebound pulled in by Baker for Colgate. Baker running the point right now. Right side Richardson, guarded by Berman. Spins, double team. Top of the circle, Woodward. Woodward inside the arc. Now to Smith down the left side of the lane, into the key. Off the right side, drive to the basket. Thompson underneath, kicks it into the corner. 3 ball. Baker, it's good.
With their feet set, they can make outside shots. They're running everything through post players. They're either dribbling off the post or they're passing to the post and cutting.
7:04 gone in the first half of play. Tigers up 13-11. Westry on the wing. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Dillon, one dribble with the left hand. Now continues that dribble. Hands the ball to Westry. 18-footer. It's missed long. And the rebound Smith for Colgate. Colgate down 2 with the basketball. Smith at the top, around Westry, down the left side of the lane. Whistle and a foul. This is going to go against Westry on the drive. And maybe on the shot.
They're not guarding our post players. Anytime they step away from the basket, they're defending the rim. And we got to take advantage of that with our people that are free. Use them as screeners or use them as standing jump shooters.
Wendell Green in, and Chance Westry out at the point for the Tigers. Colgate ball, inbound into the corner. Woodward picked up by Berman. They'll go Woodward just barreling in on Leor, lanes in. High arching shot, he didn't get it, and the rebound pulled in by Cardwell.
One shot, we're giving them one.
Wendell up the floor on the left-hand dribble, down the left side. On the wing, KD, top of the circle, Cardwell. To Johnson straight away. Step back, 3 ball, KD, got it!
He's feeling it, let him have it.
16-11 Tigers, 12:05 in the first half of play. Auburn 2 of 3 from 3. And Colgate 3 of 4. Woodward drives. Gets it out to the top. Open Baker 3 ball. No. Long rebound. Pulled in by Traore. To Wendell Green up the floor. Lobs it underneath. Cardwell behind the defense. To Traore with the 2-hand hammer.
What a great pass. A great pass ahead. A great pass to a cutter down the lane. Ball movement has been very good.
18-11 Tigers. Auburn 8 of 13 from the field to open the game. Richardson out at the top, working on Wendell Green. Now to Woodward, right side of the circle. Onto the wing, it goes for Smith in the key. Down the left side, underneath. Head fake, shot is up, and it's blocked by Cardwell. And it
Call
goes
a foul, I
up.
think.
They called a foul on Dillon.
I believe.
Against Sam Thompson.
They call a foul on them. You know, I'm liking the officiating.
Odd how that works. 11:19 to go in the first. Auburn 18, Colgate 11. Timeout on the floor. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn women's basketball returns to Neville Arena this Saturday for a matchup against UCF. Tip-off is 2 p.m. Central, and tickets are available at aubtix.com. Coach Jay's Tigers are coming off back-to-back wins over Colorado State and Little Rock. Don't miss the Tigers in action as they take on the undefeated UCF Knights.
Lob to the basket, Koulibaly in the air. He goes! What a pass from Honesty!
Make your plans now to see Auburn and UCF at Neville Arena this Saturday at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
This is Auburn head coach and proud Ford F-150 owner, Bruce Pearl. The thing I hear most when people get in the cab of my F-150 is, this truck is huge. Well, I drive around some pretty big players, and when I get a 7-footer in the back seat and he's able to spread out, he's just blown away at how roomy and comfortable this truck is. So visit your local Ford dealer and check out Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers.
Auto models, trims, or features may be available. Contact your dealer for more information.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena checking the Yellowwood scoreboard outside the SEC. A big matchup in Sioux Falls, South Dakota between number 6 Baylor, number 14 Gonzaga. It is a rematch of the 2021 National Championship game. It's a part of the Peacock Classic. It's available streaming only on an app. Sign of the times. Both teams have suffered blowout losses of late against challenging non-conference schedules. Baylor leads Gonzaga early in this one. They've played 6.5 minutes, 14-5. Bears on top. That's the only other game involving a top 25 team in the country. In the SEC, it's Georgia leading Florida A&M 43-30 with 13 minutes to play. And in Baton Rouge, LSU leads Texas Arlington 16-9 with 8 minutes gone by. Now back to Andy Burcham and Sonny Smith after that Yellowwood scoreboard update.
Foul was against Dylan Cardwell going into the timeout break, so Sam Thompson, an 83% free throw shooter, misses his first. Thompson out of Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario.
They've got 3 threes already. Now we've got to defend the 3, and their high post players making those threes for them by setting solid screens and moving the ball.
Thompson misses both free throws. 18-11 Tigers. Broom, Traore, Berman, Katie Johnson, and Wendell Green for the Tigers. That's your Auburn 5.
They're playing a zone. The 1-1-3.
Green, Johnson. Lobs it into the middle of that zone. Traore into the corner. Berman. Yes, from the right corner.
He's in there to keep them from playing that zone. If they does, he burns it. Great play.
The Berminator from the right corner. 21-11 Tigers, 10:50 in the first half of play. Richardson works on Wendell Green. Has about 8 inches on him. Drives down the left side of the lane. Gets it to the top for Baker. To the right wing, Thompson. Back to Baker on the perimeter. Top of the key for Richardson. 8 to shoot. Lobs it underneath for Woodward. Stripped by KD. Comes right back to Woodward. He misses it, but taps it in.
Oh, we had the ball stolen, and we tried to take off with it after we'd thrown. They got it right back.
21-13 Tigers, 10-20 in the first half. Auburn shooting 64% to open the ball game from the field.
They're
KD
back to man.
Drives baseline. Hangs, goes up, whistle foul. KD will go to the line to shoot a couple.
You know, he could foul out the city government. I mean, you give him the ball.
The city government.
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody, you know.
Oh, well.
He could foul out anybody.
All right.
Roan Mountain, they might shoot him for trying that.
Oh, my goodness.
he is great at getting into the lane and creating havoc.
He will go havoc.
Oh, havoc.
No, you said it right.
Did I?
Yes. KD at the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. 41 career double-digit scoring games for KD.
KD can get there to the free throw line. He should make this one of the things that he works on more than anything else because he can get fouled.
First free throw was good by KD Johnson. He can take it to a 10-point lead here with 10:13 to go in the first half of play, and does.
Nailed them both. We'll press a little bit. This is a press to slow them down, basically, or to steal, that looks like.
And then Green steps in front of the inbound pass for Baker and knocks it out. 10-12 in the first, Auburn 23, Colgate 13. Terrific start for Auburn in this game.
Yeah, defense have been great.
Richardson the inbound for Colgate. Ahead to Baker, and Richardson's going to bring the ball up the floor. 6'5" senior from Flemington, New Jersey, now hands the ball to Lynch Daniels. Woodward, back door. Richardson to the hole, put it in.
Their post player is a dangerous man. We don't guard him. He makes great passes.
23-15 Tigers. Wendell Green at the right hash. Throws it inside the arc to Broom, about 12 feet away, right side of the lane. Backs it up against Woodward. Now drives into the lane, up with a left-hand hook, didn't get it, it was short. Woodward got the rebound, the outlet to Richardson up the floor. Across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. Gets the ball to Woodward. Woodward, back door, right to Alan Flanagan for Auburn.
A lot of steals. We're doing it because we're playing great defense.
Flanagan up the floor, top of the circle. Hands the ball to Chris Moore. Moore off the left wing for KD Johnson. Johnson open for a 3 ball. Count it.
Tell you what, they're going to give them to you. I think you ought to take them. And we're proving you can.
KD's 42nd career double-digit scoring performance. He's done that in the first 11 minutes tonight. 26-15 Auburn. Richardson down the left side of the lane to the basket, knocked away from behind by Flanagan, and they got Allen for a reach-in.
I think that was a guess. They have these guess calls and they have these correct calls. I call that a guesser.
A guesser?
Yeah, he guessed on that one.
All right. Tucker Richardson at the line, 64% from the stripe. Had a career-high 30 points against Syracuse and had 8 threes in that game.
They're not a great free throw shooting team, but they're
better than they've shown tonight.
Better than they're shown tonight, exactly.
Yeah. They're 0 of 3 right now. Auburn started 0 of 3 from the field, 10 of 13 since. And Richardson breaks the cellophane on the free throw line. And that trims Auburn's lead to 10, 9 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Andy, this is not a shot blocking team we're playing. If we can get the ball inside, I think we can hurt them. They might be playing a zone.
Auburn is a shot blocking team, the best in the country right now. Wendell Green Jr. drives to the hole, hangs, shoots. He got it! Woo-hoo! And that's our Sun South drive of the game. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. 4 for Wendell Green. Tigers up at 12. 28-16. Smith down the lane. Leaves for Records, who goes up for the shot and draws the foul.
Who got him? Flanagan?
Don't know if it was Allen or not. It may have been Wendell. I think it was.
Might have been. That's one of those picked ones. We was beating on all of them.
Records goes to the line to shoot 2. A senior from South Kingston, Rhode Island. Played at St. Andrews High School.
Yeah, shoots 71 from the line. He's not bad.
Makes the first free throw.
I tell you what, these guys hadn't missed a meal. They're pretty big fellas out
yes,
there.
They are.
They set screens like setting a 2-door screen.
They've got the big lineup in there right now. Second free throw by Records. Kind of a line drive, but he makes both.
They're trying to mix us up thinking we're playing a zone, and I think they're just playing a sinking man for man. It looks like a 1-1-3 zone. 28, may not be.
18 Tigers. Auburn goes to a double high post screen for Wendell Green. Now to Chris Moore, who shoots the 3. Missed it long. Run down by Green. Left wing KD. Hands the ball to Flanagan. Back to KD. Left corner 3. Boom!
That's what you call teamwork. The ball went from side to side and down to the low post and back out.
31-18 Tigers. 8:04 to go first half. KD goes for a steal in the backcourt, knocks it into the backcourt. Smith back across midcourt. Left-hand dribble, gets a screen. Off the left side, Smith got knocked down. I think they're going to get that one on KD Johnson.
That looked like a snow-covered wreck right there. Everybody running into everybody.
Well, it is a holiday season.
Yes, it is.
7:56 in the first. Auburn 31, Colgate 18. Auburn basketball brought to you by East Alabama Health. With more than 70 new positions added in the past 4 years, they're growing their healthcare team to meet the growing needs of Auburn-Opelika and the surrounding area. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present of peppermint chip goodness. It tastes like the holidays.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the peppermint chip milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and WindCreekCasino.com.
If SEC football runs deep in your veins, then SiriusXM SEC Radio is where you need to be. We're talking conference and team previews, live games, news, and analysis from experts like Chris Doering, Jacob Hester, Aaron Murray, and Max Starks, coaches shows, championship specials, and more. Get inside SEC football like nowhere else. Feed your fandom on the SiriusXM app. Stay up to date anywhere you go. Just download the app to start streaming.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AU Sports Network. Now back to more Auburn basketball.
7:56 remaining in the first half. Auburn on top of Colgate 31-18. KD Johnson has come off the bench. He's 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw. He has 3 threes in the first half. That's the most for KD this season. His career high in a game is 4. He's well on his way for that. He's done that a couple times.
And the air points off the bench has been terrific. We're scoring some points.
Well, and that has become a benchmark of this team as well. Auburn has outscored Colgate off the bench 18-5 tonight. Records back into the ball game, drives against Cardwell, who cuts him off right side of the lane. To Lynch Daniels, who goes baseline against Westry. Through the lane, off the left side. Now out to the left wing outside the arc. Down to the low post for Records. Working against Cardwell. Turnaround jumper up with the right hand, it falls.
Boy, he's got a soft shot. He's going to look more than he makes, but I'll take either if I were him.
He led the Patriot League in field goals and blocks a year ago.
Got a soft shot.
31-20, Tigers on top. Chance Westry back in at the point to the right wing Moore. Now to Flanagan on the curl. Free throw line. Off the left side, Zepp for 3. Yes!
I tell you what, we're moving the basketball off the dribble and the pass, and we're shooting with our feet set, and we're playing well.
34-20 Tigers, 7:08 to go in the first half. Auburn now 6 of 8 from 3 in the first half. How long will this last? Lynch Daniels off the left side, Thompson inside the arc left side. Thompson spins, gets it down near the corner for Records. Records will bang with Cardwell, backs him into the lane. Spins to the baseline, back into the lane, up with the right hand, he didn't get it. Cardwell gets the rebound, taps it to Westry up the right sideline on the break. Chance, top of the circle, spins at the free throw line, ball batted away. Still loose, going to be a jump ball, and Auburn has the arrow this time.
We don't want to try to get into their lane with fancy dribble plays early in the shot clock. Late in the shot clock, maybe, but not early, and we got to stop that.
Yohan Traore in, replacing Chris Moore for the Tigers at the 4 spot. Flanagan at the 3, Jasper at the 2, Westry at the 1, and Cardwell at the 5 for Auburn. Just the 4th game that Auburn has made 6 threes this season, the most 9 against Winthrop. Back here at Neville Arena.
All right, we need to take care of the ball now. They're really putting the pressure on us right now. Once the ball enters inside, they're really pressing us hard.
Cardwell, Flanagan, right side for Chance Westry. Left-hand dribble. Outside the arc, gets the ball to Flanagan. 13 to shoot for Auburn. 6.5 to go first half. Auburn by 14 points. Flanagan, left-hand dribble. Picked up by Thompson. Drives on Thompson. Fadeaway, 18-footer Mo. Rebound tapped by Jasper. Then Cardwell out of bounds, and it's Colgate ball.
That was not a good possession for us. We didn't move the basketball, didn't move people, too much dribbling.
34-20 Tigers, 6:18 in the first. Richardson the inbound to Smith. to Richardson, who is the one bringing the ball up the floor right now for Colgate. Across midcourt against Flanagan. Puts it on the left hand. Gets the ball top of the circle. On the right side, Moffitt hands the ball to Smith. 18-footer right side, in and out. Rebound Cardwell for Auburn. Flanagan.
We're still giving them one shot, Andy, and that's very important.
Westry down the left wing for Zepp Jasper. Top of the circle for Cardwell. Dillon puts the ball on his hip, gets the ball back to Zepp. He'll take the point now. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers up 14. 5:45 to go first half of play. Jasper to Cardwell off of a screen. Left side, Westry. 3. Nope. Long rebound, Flanagan. Allen trying to get it to Jasper or Westry underneath. It's Cardwell who comes up with the ball for the two-hand sledgehammer.
That's the old ricochet play. Ricocheted off somebody and we laid it up.
36-20, Auburn on top. 5:25 in the first. Moffitt, Richardson, left wing 3. No. Rebound to the floor, and it comes to Colgate. And then a foul as Records is knocked flying.
Well,
that'll be a one in bonus for Colgate.
I'd like to examine that call.
Dylan Cardwell called for the foul.
Yeah, that's bad.
And it will put Records at the free throw line to shoot a one in bonus. Dylan comes out with his second foul, and Broom is back into the lineup for Auburn.
We don't want to put them on a free throw line. Not that they're that great, 69%, but we don't want to get ourselves in foul trouble because our defense is carrying us right now.
I agree with you there, Sonny. That's the one thing I think that you can point to in this first half. Rickard's line drive shot is missed, and the rebound comes to Auburn.
Now they're playing man for man. They'll show zone or they'll play a three-man zone at times.
Auburn is out rebounded Colgate 12-9 in the early going. Flanagan right wing. Baseball pass, Westry inside the arc, free throw line up from 15, short. Got his own rebound, goes back up and scores.
I love it. I love second chance opportunities. We're taking advantage of it.
And Auburn's lead is stretched to 18 here with 4:48 to go in the first half.
Keep the pressure on, keep them out of that lane.
Richardson, bounce pass to Lynch Daniels. Lynch-Daniels drives left side for Smith. Driving on Flanagan at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to the wing for Richardson. Guarded by Westry. Shot clock at 10. Richardson gets a screen to the free throw line down the lane. Head fake once. Back out to the top for Smith. Goes up, loses it, and a reach-in foul on Auburn.
Yeah. Now they're going to play with the ball a long time. You don't want to let a shot clock run down and commit a foolish foul. I'm not saying that was foolish, but when they're running the clock down, we're fouling.
The foul was whistled against Westry. It's his second. And Smith is at the line for 2. Very good free throw shooter at 87% 2 weeks ago. The Patriot League Rookie of the Year. Scored 20 points with 7 rebounds at Buffalo. And the free throw is good by Braden Smith. Spells his name B-R-A-E-D-E-N. Different than the former offensive lineman, now playing from Auburn, now playing for the Colts. He's a bigger dude too.
Yeah.
Braden Smith, the football player, that is.
One thing they're doing that we should take advantage of is they're not guarding our post players. Anytime they go away from the goal, they won't guard them. If they play in the post, they play behind them.
Smith knocks home both, trims Auburn's lead to 16 points, 38-22, 4:18 in the first half of play. Westry between the circles, Traore. Left wing, Jasper. Traore back to the top for Broom. Left wing for Zepp. 3 ball in the air. No, long rebound, Johan. Went up for a shot, almost got undercut. Gets it to the low post for Broom. Up and in with a foul on the play. And that was just muscle by Janai Broom.
You got to talk about the play that made that play. That was an unbelievable rebound and a pass.
Traore. Yep, got the rebound and then found Broom underneath for the and one opportunity. And Oliver Lynch-Daniels was whistled for the foul. And Janai the and one opportunity. Has 4 points early on. Make it 5 with the free throw.
I like the way Traore's playing right now. Really aggressive.
Biggest lead of the night for Auburn, 41-22. 4 minutes to go, first half.
Keep it up.
Smith right wing, top of the circle. For Moffitt down the left side of the lane, cut off. Hands the ball there to Richardson. Auburn backs off of him, and he just shoots and scores. Boy, that was a defensive miscue for Auburn.
Yeah, they drew our post player away from the game. Away from the post. And when you do that, all those 4 guys can shoot the ball outside.
Tucker Richardson with the bucket. 3 ball at the top. Chance Westry in and out. Rebound Smith for Colgate.
You don't want to shoot a shot that long with no pass.
Smith across midcourt. Richardson out at the top for Records. Off the left wing for Smith in front of the Auburn bench. Picked up by Jasper. To Richardson, working on Zepp. Spins down the lane. Up and under, missed it. Tap up and good by Records on the weak side.
Yeah, Broom has got to watch to get a block out now. Their post people are just waiting for the shot to go up, and then they rebound it.
And the big dude, Woodward, waiting to come in for Colgate. 41-26 Auburn, under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
They're playing a zone right now.
Traore down to the low post, throws it away. Just a bad pass. Moffitt with the steal. To Richardson up the floor. Drives. Records to the hole. Head fake goes up against Broom. Missed it. Rebound Auburn. Traore up the floor for Chance Westry. Right wing. Chance to Traore down the right side of the lane to the hole up, and a foul is called. It'll be a block on Moffitt, and it sends us to our final media timeout of the half. Auburn 41, Colgate 26, 2:38 to go in the first half. If you're searching for that perfect beach home, find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with the #1 RE/MAX agent in Alabama, Mindy Jones with RE/MAX Paradise. Begin your search by visiting Mindy at paradise.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Game Day app. Find tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways. Shop the latest Auburn gear. Stay current with a comprehensive social media stream. Participate in game day light shows. Plus, listen to every Auburn Sports Network broadcast, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously. On the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Get it today.
When we say we're an everything school, we mean it. Since 1872, Auburn University graduates from the College of Agriculture and the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering have built on the land-grant mission to drive economic development, improve quality of life, promote social well-being, and enhance national security. Celebrating 150 years, come see why Auburn's College of Agriculture and Ginn College of Engineering continue to be pillars of the past, pioneers of the present, and foundations for the future. Visit auburn.edu.
If SEC football runs deep in your veins, then SiriusXM SEC Radio is where you need to be. We're talking conference and team previews, live games, news, and analysis from experts like Chris Doering, Jacob Hester, Aaron Murray, and Max Starks, coaches shows, championship specials, and more. Get inside SEC football like nowhere else. Feed your fandom on the SiriusXM app. Stay up to date anywhere you go. Just download the app to start streaming.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena. Coming up in 2 minutes and 38 seconds of game action, it's the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. A relatively quiet night across college basketball, but conference play begins tonight in the Big Ten and in the ACC. We will update those scores for you. A couple of ranked versus ranked matchups across college basketball and a couple of other SEC teams in action. Plus, we'll update Auburn volleyball against the #4 seed Creighton in the NCAA tournament. We'll preview tomorrow's women's basketball game against UCF and all the numbers from the first half in 2 minutes and 38 seconds, all coming up on the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. Right now, back to Andy Burcham and Sonny Smith. Tigers lead Colgate 41-26, 2:38 to go in the first half.
Chris Moore will trigger baseline right. Flanagan, Cardwell, Katie Johnson, Wendell Green to the Auburn 5.
We're awfully good on out-of-bounds plays. If teams have seen it, they may defend it better.
Moore to Flanagan, gets tied up to the left wing, KD. Johnson on the left wing now, brings it out to the top of the circle. Auburn was fortunate there off that inbound pass. Between the circles, Wendell Green leaves for KD, 7 to shoot. Inside the arc, 17-footer. Nope, short. And the rebound pulled in by Lynch Daniels for Colgate.
We've gone a little cold now. We need to look for a little bit better shot. We got a great shot then.
41-26 Auburn. Woodward, backdoor. Smith cut off right side of the lane. Off to the wing for Richardson. Kicks it into the right corner for Smith inside the arc. 18-footer, good. Baseline right.
Smith is a very good catch-and-shoot type guy.
8 points for Braden Smith. Trims Auburn's lead to 41-28 with a minute 50 to go in the first.
They're showing 1-3-1 zone. I don't know that it will be one.
Wendell Green lobs for Katie Johnson outside the arc, right side for Green. Into the lane for Chris Moore. Back out to Wendell at the top. Spins on Smith and loses it, and Smith gets called for the reach around. That will be his second foul on Braden Smith.
We're we got to recognize that they're switching their defenses into 1-1-2, 1-1-3, I'm sorry, and a 1-3-1 zone. So we got to pick that up.
Just the fifth foul on Colgate, so Auburn out of bounds. Katie inside the arc, lobs it to the baseline for Cardwell, drives, goes up, gets hammered from behind by Woodward, and Dillon will go to the line to shoot 2 for Auburn with 1:25 to go in the first half of play.
Andy, one thing is evident here. They're not guarding our post players. If our post players can make some open shots or make some great passes with nobody guarding them, we can really hurt this team. We're already hurting them, come think of it.
Auburn playing without Jalen Williams tonight. Has been out all week. Tested positive for COVID over the weekend. Free throw by Dillon is missed.
Dillon needs to get better right here, because he's not going to shoot many shots. He needs to be, when he's fouled, he needs to get some points for you on the free throw line.
He and Broom have combined for 42 blocks this year. Berman in, and Flanagan is back out. Broom about to come back in for Cardwell if Dillon makes his free throw.
Well, their team's not a shot blocking team, so we can challenge and block them. I don't think they'll block us. They may rebound with 5 and beat us if we don't do a little better job.
Dillon made 1 of 2 from the line, so Broom into the lineup. 1:25 in the first. Auburn up 42-28. Breaks a 2-minute 40-second scoring drop for Auburn. And Oliver Lynch gets a drive to the other end of the floor. Easy basket.
Well, we gamble on the press then.
42-30 Auburn. 1:13 in the first half. Auburn is led by as many as 19.
They're playing a zone right now. It's a 2-3 zone, like a matchup.
Chris Moore drives to the hole, hangs, shoots good against Woodward.
You'd have to say that was a poor zone they played there. Hope they play a lot of poor and not much good.
A porous zone, wasn't it?
Poor, yeah, porous. I didn't know that word.
On the left side, Woodward hands the ball on the wing. Richardson down the lane against Janai. Head fake. Goes up, he missed it. Rebound fought for. Comes to Janai. Leaves for Wendell. 41 seconds in the first half. Auburn by 14. Green. 3-ball left side. Good. Woo! Rainbow 3, Wendell. Rainbow.
What a shot. What a shot. That'll make you call timeout.
And that's what Colgate just did.
And they did.
35 seconds to go in the first half of play. Auburn's 47 points in this first half. The most they've scored in the first half this season, eclipsing the 45 against Bradley in the first game down in Cancun.
Andy, they're trying to mess us up by changing the defenses every time down the floor, and it's not working.
Auburn shooting 58% from the field at 18 of 31, and 7 of 12 from 3 here in the first half of play.
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl likes to talk about shooting in rhythm, and Auburn is doing that so far.
Well, one thing is happening. We're using our post player as a passer because they're not guarding. And he's becoming a very good passer because we're getting some outside shots out of this.
Wendell Green with 3 assists. Traore with a couple. Yeah, Flanagan with a couple of assists.
Now we're pressing, and we're pressing to steal. We do not want them to beat us and lay this thing up. We did it once already.
Richardson will trigger. Inbound to Smith. Working on Leor Berman. Game clock, shot clock about 3 seconds apart. Shot clock at 22. Smith working on Leor. 15 to shoot for Colgate. 12 to shoot, down to 11. Off the left side, Smith. Woodward into the corner. Oliver Lynch 3. Good.
That was not a good defensive stat by us.
Final 6 seconds of the first half. K.D. Johnson goes coast to coast. Goes up for the shot. Gets knocked down. Fouled. Rebound to Colgate. And the first half comes to a close. K.D. Johnson went flying down and hit his head. I don't know if he hit his head on the floor or on the goal underneath. But he remains down on the play. And Auburn wanting to know where the foul was on the play at the end of the first half. And K.D. Johnson remains down right now. And Clark Pearson, Auburn's athletic trainer, Josh Edison, one of Auburn's team doctors, comes out to tend to K.D. Johnson.
Yeah, Coach Spurl's not going to be very happy with what happened there.
We're at the half. Auburn 47, Colgate 33. They continue to tend to K.D. Johnson underneath the Auburn basket. as the first half has come to a close. KD right now on his right side as Auburn's medical staff tends to the Auburn junior, who had a terrific first half.
Well, I'll tell you this, he ain't faking it.
Yeah, he
wants to play too bad.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard going to the floor.
Yes, he did.
And now lying on his back.
Well, they're asking him to do things with his legs, so it must be something that occurred there.
He was holding the back of his head or his neck as he was down on the floor. And
it wasn't a referee's fault on that play.
Well, he remains down. Auburn 47, Colgate 33. Continue to work on KD Johnson. Let's send it over to Brad Law for the start of the Conecuh Sausage halftime report.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. We'll update you. KD now in a sitting position. Clark Pearson, Josh Edison talking to him. He's rubbing the back of his head a little bit. They're going to help him to his feet now. KD with a grimace. Now doubled over at the waist, holding on to the bottom of the shorts. And they will walk with him into the locker room. KD Johnson, 2 points shy of his career high for a half. His career high in a first half had been 15 points. He did that against UConn, a game in which he finished with a career high 27 points a season ago. A fan favorite, and fans are on their feet and certainly supporting KD Johnson as he heads off the floor. Auburn leads Colgate 47-33. This is the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. The Conecuh Sausage Company is proud to be the official smoked sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Make Conecuh Sausage part of your game day and family traditions. We'll start with a look at what else is happening in the SEC. Coming into the weekend, only 3 teams remained unbeaten in conference play: Auburn, Missouri, and Mississippi State. No Mizzou, no Hail State tonight. So 2 games that are in progress now involve Georgia. The Bulldogs trying to put away Florida A&M. Sloppy game in Athens. Bulldogs lead at 58-42. They used a hot start offensively to carry the Bulldogs, to carry them to a double-digit lead. They've had 3 players score double figures tonight. Again, Georgia leads FAMU by 16 with 3.5 minutes to go. The other game is in Baton Rouge, kind of a defensive slugfest. LSU leading UT Arlington 27-19. Bayou Bengals looking for a 7-1 start to the season. Elsewhere outside the SEC, one ranked versus ranked matchup. It's part of the Peacock Classic. It's streaming only. It is number 6 Baylor, number 14 Gonzaga. Both teams have suffered blowout losses in the last 2 weeks, and they get together in South Dakota tonight. Bears got out to an early 9-point lead. Zags have closed the gap a little bit. Baylor still leads 38-33, and they're inside the final minute before halftime out in South Dakota. Still to come tonight, Big Ten opener between number 16 Illinois and 22nd ranked Maryland. Illini at 6-1, the Terrapins at 7-0. Only other ranked team tonight, number 24 San Diego State, which coming up in an hour and a half takes on Occidental, the Tigers from Los Angeles. Yes, of course, they get going against the number 24 Aztecs at 9 o'clock Central Time tonight. Elsewhere in the ACC, outside the top 25, conference openers for 4 teams, including Clemson, which leads Wake Forest 65-51. They've got 5 minutes to go at Clemson in that matchup. And in Raleigh, it's Pittsburgh leading NC State 65-56, 3.5 minutes to go there. Outside of conference play, just up I-85, it's Georgia Tech pummeling Northeastern 56-37 with 13 minutes to play. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. When we come back, we'll look at the week ahead in Auburn athletics. It is a light week because next week is the final exam period for Auburn students, and that includes the student athletes. So not much going on next week. We do preview what's happening with volleyball, including the Tigers taking set number 2 in Omaha, and a women's basketball matchup tomorrow afternoon here at Neville Arena. Here the men lead Colgate 47-33. Stay with us. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn women's basketball returns to Neville Arena this Saturday for a matchup against UCF. Tip-off is 2 p.m. Central, and tickets are available at aubtix.com. Coach Jay's Tigers are coming off back-to-back wins over Colorado State and Little Rock. Don't miss the Tigers in action as they take on the undefeated UCF Knights.
Lob to the basket, Koulibaly in the air. He goes! What a pass from Honesty!
Make your plans now to see Auburn and UCF at Neville Arena this Saturday at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
This just in. Auburn Bank has completed their 114th year of serving their community.
This next one goes out to Auburn Bank, champions of you.
Touchdown, Auburn Bank! The champions of you are 114-0!
Welcome to Auburn Bank. How can we help?
I hear y'all are undefeated.
Helping you achieve your financial goals is our goal. Visit championsofyou.com to see how we can serve you. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC.
It's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. COVID and flu vaccines are an important tool to help stop the pandemic. The Alabama Department of Public Health is offering the COVID and flu vaccines to anyone 6 months and older. COVID and flu. The COVID and flu vaccines are safe, effective, and free. COVID and flu are still on the rise. Don't let COVID and flu stop you from supporting your favorite team. Continue to help protect yourself, your friends, and our campus by getting the COVID and flu vaccines. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
When you see the SEC student athlete, it's easy to picture the swing, the stance, the form. But look closer, and you'll see the heart, the brain, the clutch lab partner, the avid two-stepper, the pride of a hometown, and a little brother's hero. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Back at Neville Arena for more of the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. Auburn leads Colgate 47-33. Time for a check of the week ahead in Auburn athletics, or what's happening now in Auburn athletics. NCAA tournament action. Auburn in Omaha to take on the 4 seed and 14th ranked Creighton. Jays won the first set 25-21. Brent Crouch's crew, though, rallied and won set number 2 25-21. So they're just about set to start the third set with things all squared at 1 set apiece. It's just the second NCAA tournament appearance for Auburn volleyball, and they're going toe-to-toe with the number 14 team in the country. Again, that match is tied 1 set apiece as they get set for set number 3 in Omaha. Women's basketball is in action right here at Neville Arena tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock Central Time against UCF. Coach Jay's Tigers are 5-2 on the season. The only losses to a veteran-laden Georgia Tech club here at home, and then in Las Vegas last weekend against the 5th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Tomorrow it's UCF, a 7-0 club. There's already one common opponent this year. UCF's last game was Thursday. It was last night against the very same Sam Houston club that Auburn beat to open the season. So Neville Arena, the site, tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock Central Time for Auburn and UCF women's basketball action. It's their final game before the final exam period begins. To keep up to date on the latest in Auburn athletics, schedules, news, and more, just make sure you download the Auburn Game Day app or visit auburntigers.com regularly. Again, here at halftime, Auburn 47, Colgate 33. Stats from the first half next when the Conecuh Sausage halftime report continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is a product we all know and love, and it's the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, patented blend of seasonings, all natural casings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog or premium hot dog while watching the Tigers, and make Conecuh part of your game day or any day. Conecuh Sausage is celebrating their 75th year at the Sessions family, making their premium smoked sausage in Evergreen, Alabama. Be sure to visit the new Conecuh gift shop right off I-65 at exit 96.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
Auburn Bank celebrates Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith as color analyst on the Auburn Sports Network. This is Sonny Says.
Now they all talking it over. Let's get another ball. Get one that's square. Something you can't do that. Pardon me. Folks can't see what I'm talking about, though.
This is radio, Sonny. Thank the Lord.
Sonny Says is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Wendell up the floor on the left-hand dribble down the left side. On the wing, KD. Top of the circle, Cardwell. To Johnson straight away. Step back, three ball. KD got it.
He's feeling it. Let him have it.
Yeah, he was, and they did. 4 of 6 from the floor. KD Johnson, 3 threes. Ties for second on the team with the most threes in a game this year, and he did it in the first half. 47-33, Auburn leads Colgate. Look at these numbers from the first half. They're brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others against COVID and flu. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Colgate averages 50% shooting for the year, and they drilled it right at 50% in the first half, 12 of 24. They made 4 of 7 threes and 5 of 9 free throws, but Auburn was white hot from the floor in the first half. After missing their first 3 shots, they finished 18 of 29, all told 56% from the floor. 7 of 12 trays. They're just 2 off their season high made triples this year, and Auburn was 4 of 7 at the free throw line. Auburn won the battle on the board, 16 rebounds to 13 for Colgate. The Tigers grabbed 5 offensive rebounds, turned those into 10 second chance points. That's a pretty good ratio of second chance opportunities to second chance conversions. Auburn's bench outscored Colgate's bench 23 to 5. Balanced scoring, by the way. 10 players played for Auburn, and all 10 scored in the first half, led by KD Johnson's 13 points. 7 points apiece in the first half for Wendell Green Jr. and Alan Flanagan. Green added a team-best 3 assists in the first half. Janai Broom had 5 points, and 4 Tigers tied for the team lead with 3 rebounds each. That was Broom, Flanagan, Johan Traor, and Dylan Cardwell. Leading scorer for Colgate. 2 players shared the lead there. Tucker Richardson and Oliver Lynch-Daniels scored 8 points apiece. Their leading rebounders, Keegan Records, Braden Smith, grabbed 3 apiece. It all adds up to a 14-point Auburn lead. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Tigers need 20 solid minutes to close out an 8-0 start. Once again, your score at the half, Auburn 47, Colgate 33.
You've been listening to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Make Conecuh Sausage part of your game day. Still family owned and made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network. When Auburn basketball hits the half, keep it locked on the Auburn Sports Network for the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Conecuh Sausage Company is proud to be the official smoked sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Stats and scores from around college basketball, plus a look around Auburn athletics, getting you ready for the rest of the game. The Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show, only on the Auburn Sports Network.
Oh Camry, and Highlander, and RAV4, and Corolla, and even more, available at Toyotathon.
Lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for $299 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through January 3rd, 2023. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $35.98 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
North American beavers are excellent swimmers, but on land, they waddle about clumsily. That is until they spot the yellow tag, on a stack of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. Their instincts kick in and the colony springs into action. Just like that, these master builders make off with their newfound building materials.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. COVID and flu vaccines are an important tool to help stop the pandemic. The Alabama Department of Public Health is offering the COVID and flu vaccines to anyone 6 months and older. COVID and flu. The COVID and flu vaccines are safe, effective, and free. COVID and flu are still on the rise. Don't let COVID and flu stop you from supporting your favorite team. Continue to help protect yourself, your friends, and our campus by getting the COVID and flu vaccines. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The Second Half Spark is brought to you by the finest electricians in the world, the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613.
Tigers up 47-33 going into the second half. What's your spark, Sonny Smith?
I think a quick start. And also, you know, we lived off bench points, but you can't look at our team as a bench. They're basically all starters. But we've got to have a great start, and we got to have it by all people. And we got to defend that basket a little bit better, the drives into the lane, passes in, because they're scoring baskets on kickouts or scoring at the basket.
Auburn led by as many as 19 points with 4:04 to go in the first half, and Colgate cut the lead down to 14 and has the ball to open the second half of play. Smith, high post for Moffitt, working on Chris Moore. Hands the ball to Richardson, looking to hand, nope, off the right side for Oliver. Daniels drives, puts it up over Broom, missed it, rebound Records, goes up in a crowd, back into the corner for Daniels for three, good.
All right, now that was their second chance point. We had the chance to get the rebound there. They rebounded, got a second shot, and scored on us.
The 11-point Auburn lead. Wendell on the right-hand dribble. On the weave, Flanagan down the left side of the lane. Out to the top for Zepp Jasper, and Flanagan was fouled inside the lane. Yeah, it's on the floor, drive. Auburn ball out of bounds.
On the drive. They're packing it in a little bit more. I don't know if that was a second half choice to do that or not.
Foul was called against Richardson, his first. Auburn ball out of bounds, miss, rebound Flanagan, up and in.
One terrific play by Allen Flanagan. A great offensive rebound.
9 for Allen in the ballgame. Tigers up 49-36. Just the start of things in the second half of play. Richardson to the top for Records. Records picks up the dribble, hands the ball to Daniels at the free throw line from 17. He missed it long, rebound Records, goes up and scores.
He's hurting us because our people are not blocking their big guy out, and he is just muscling our inside guys.
Back to an 11-point Auburn lead. Down the left side of the lane, Broom from Wendell. Backs in, up with the right hand, short. Rebound Smith for Colgate. They can cut the lead under double figures here.
Yeah.
Daniels goes baseline to the basket, loops into the lane, off the right side of the lane, now outside the arc on the right side. Picked up by Broom out there. There's a mismatch somewhere.
They got a mismatch for sure. Right now, it's taking advantage of it.
Daniels against Broom, put it up, missed it, rebound Janai.
Janai played defense very well on a guard.
Wendell Green, top of the circle, Chris Moore. In the key, hands the ball to Wendell. Right side of the lane, dribbles off the right wing. Outside the arc. Green working on Smith. 3-ball, right wing, good.
He's feeling it. I'm feeling it too. Get him the ball.
10 for Wendell Green. Tigers up 52-38, 17-54 in the second half. Richardson at the top. Gets a step on Flanagan, drives and misses.
That's
rebound tapped out of bounds. And Auburn will have it as it was knocked out of bounds by Records.
Well, you can't let him ride the back like that. Whew. He knows better than that.
And, well, Broom did have the position there. That was a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Auburn ball leading 52-38, 17-40, second half of play. Wendell Green, top of the circle. 3-ball, straight away, no. Rebound, Jasper runs it down to the wing, Flanagan. To Wendell, to the basket, to the baseline, Moore, up and in.
Oh, Chris Moore moving without the basketball and with the basketball. Great play.
54-38 Tigers. Daniels at the left wing against Chris Moore. Picks up the dribble. Records outside the arc, top of the circle. Off the right side, inside the arc. To Richardson against Flanagan. Left wing, Moffitt, top of the circle, Richardson. Picks up the dribble, now to Daniels. Daniels straight away, left wing, Richardson. Down the low post for Moffitt, 4 to shoot. Moffitt against Wendell, puts it up, he scores.
Yeah, they're trying to post up our guards because our guards are shorter than they are.
Moffitt 6'7", and he took Wendell Green to the basket. 54-40 Auburn. 16:48 second half of play. Tiger ball. Broom at the point, right wing, Flanagan underneath for Moore. Muscles his way up, goes up for the shot, draws the foul, I think on records. I think.
Our post player can be a great passer in this situation, Andy, because they're not guarding him. They're defending the goal.
Excuse me, Sonny, I apologize.
No, that's no problem.
Oliver Lynch Daniels was whistled for the foul, and Chris Moore goes to the line for 2. West Memphis, Arkansas. His first career start came against George Mason. He's been in the starting lineup all year thus far for the Tigers. First free throw is good.
He's our most active player without the basketball, and he can hurt these people because they're not guarding our post player if they'll get him the ball.
He is healthy. Alan Flanagan is healthy right now. Both of these guys suffered through injuries last year.
Dead ball points wins games, and we're making them.
Moore makes both free throws. Auburn up by 16, 56-40. Up the right sideline, Smith, and Auburn didn't get in front of Smith, in front of the Auburn bench. Either Jasper or Flanagan called for the foul.
I'd say Jasper probably got it. He was doing the fouling. You never know what they'll call.
But Flanagan was called for the foul.
Yeah.
Auburn's first foul of the second half. 16:37 in the second. Auburn up 56-40. Colgate ball. Inbound Smith. Working on Zepp. The Honey Badger Jasper. Lobs at top of the circle, Richardson. Working on Flanagan. Gets a screen. Picked up by Cardwell to Records to the basket, good.
They're running a high screen and they're hitting the roller.
Little pick and roll there, wasn't it?
A little pick and roll.
10 for Records. Good assist by Richardson. He averages 5 assists a game. 56-42 Tigers. 16:09 second half. Green inside the arc. Down the left side of the lane. In the lane. Up from 13. Good and a foul. Wendell Green Jr.
What's so interesting about this, Andy, is they're trying to post Wendell Green every time. Wendell Green, he's posting them every time.
It doesn't bother him a bit.
Doesn't bother him a bit. No, it does not.
Chance for the and one for Wendell. 16:04 second half. That foul, by the way, was against Oliver Lynch Daniels. That's his third.
They got somebody in foul trouble.
And he goes to the bench. So Chandler Baker, a 6'5" junior from Woodstock, Georgia, is in.
They're a very physical team. Their deal is all 5 guys foul at once. You can only call one of them.
Wendell Green at the free throw line. The and one opportunity.
Get in there. Get in there.
It fell.
All right.
Rolled around the iron and finally fell through. They throw it up the floor. They get it underneath for Richardson. He's open for a 3-ball right wing. Short. May have been blocked. Rebound tapped out to the wing for Baker. Baker to the baseline left side. Hands the ball to Smith there. Trying to go against Wendell Green. Fade away. Smith got it to fall, and he's fouled by Wendell.
What they're doing is they are really trying to post her. They're trying to get mismatches and post them right now.
Auburn basketball brought to you by, in part that is, by Ford. Check out the Ford F-150 at your local Ford dealer. F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Auburn 59, Colgate 44. 15:48 to go in the second half. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Andy Burcham. The Auburn experience, you know it. There's nothing else like it. It's what binds us together as the Auburn family. And when you give to Auburn, you build on a strong foundation. Your gift opens doors of opportunity for top students, recruits exceptional faculty, and fuels innovative research. This is what creates our unique Auburn experience. And your gift makes it possible today and for generations to come. Give today at auburnGiving.org.
Hi friends, Keith Hernandez here to tell you about a great pain reliever called Salonpas Pain Relieving Patches. Salonpas is pain medicine in a patch. You stick it right on sore muscles for up to 8 hours. Research has shown that people that use Salonpas reported less pain with improvement in mood, sleep, and the ability to work. Wish I knew about these in my playing days. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Where do holiday happenings take over every aisle? Lowe's, actually. Experience the magic of Winterfest at Lowe's and save on gifts like a Craftsman 243-piece mechanics tool set valued at over $600 if purchased separately, now for only $99. Give the gift of tech this season with a Ring Video doorbell at an everyday low price of $99.99. Explore the festivities of Winterfest at Lowe's, home to any possibility. Offer valid through 12/7 while supplies last.
A look at the defensive statistics is brought to you by Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. You don't have to live with termites.
15:48 in the second. Auburn up 59-44. Let's look at rebounding right now. Auburn 20 and Colgate 17. Here is a little bit of a surprise because of numbers that, I mean, Auburn's the #1 shot blocking team in the country coming into tonight, Sonny, but it just has one block. I don't think that's really on Auburn. It's just the way the game's going.
What's happening is everybody's playing a post game in the post offensively. We're posting mismatches. They're posting mismatches. So the scoring is being done that way, either by fouls or baskets made. And that's a good thing if we keep staying even and scoring with them, because they're trying to post us on every play in the lane.
Chance Westry, K.D. Johnson, Yohan Traore, Alan Flanagan, and Dylan Cardwell, the Auburn 5. Smith, Richardson, Moffitt, Baker, and Records for Colgate.
Yeah, you don't want Smith on that line very much.
And one opportunity for Braden Smith, freshman out of Seattle Prep in Washington, and he missed the free throw.
Well, he doesn't do much of that.
Auburn's free throw defense is among the best that there is. Traore at the top, Flanagan at the free throw line. Kicks it to the corner for K.D. Johnson. It was at his ankles, and it bounced out of bounds.
That was a bad pass, and it wasn't even a good look. There was nobody open in that area.
Auburn's 4th turnover of the contest.
Which is great, by the way.
Auburn's done a good job of taking care of the basketball the last game and a half. Richardson to the corner. Drive by Baker on the wing. Top of the circle, Smith, 13 to shoot for Colgate. He backs up, wants a screen from Records. Drives past Flanagan to the hole and banks it in.
He's a tough guard because he's so quick, and he's a mismatch anytime he gets the basketball.
10 for Braden Smith, trims Auburn's lead to 13, 59-46. Tough to shake the Raiders right now.
They're playing a 1-1-3 zone.
Traore to Westry at the top. Chance takes a look at the offense, looks to the right for Flanagan. 10 to shoot for Auburn. Westry straightaway 3, banked up, missed. Rebound to Smith for Colgate. Up the floor, Baker. Underneath, over the head of Richardson, through the net and out of bounds.
Now we got to recognize what defense they're in and play against it. Right now we're just throwing the ball around the perimeter and shooting it.
14:35 on a counting clock in the second half.
1-1-3 zone being played again.
Westry, right side of the circle. Into the key for Traore. Left wing for KD.
Got to move people.
On the wing, top of the circle, Traore. He drives down the lane. Hangs, shoots, nobody's fouled in the play. Records got him with the hands. It'll be the second foul on Keegan Records. And Yohan Traore goes to the free throw line for the Tigers.
What they're doing a lot of is they're guarding out of a scouting report. They're letting guys open to get the ball that they think they want to shoot.
Yohan at the line for 2. First is good.
That'll make you stop leaving him open.
Second ranked, highest ranked recruit in Auburn history behind Jabari Smith last year.
Well, he's got the skills. He's got the athletic ability, he's got the size, he's got the strength, and his shot looks really good.
May just need some time, though, right?
Oh, time. Time is everything.
Free throw missed, rebound Flanagan, but Allen was in the lane early. And Colgate gets the ball.
I hope they call that every time on whoever does it.
Richardson, the inbound, Moffitt, right back to Richardson.
All right, now they'll try to post a mismatch unless they shoot real quick.
Auburn by 14 points. Richardson, bounce pass. Woodward spins down the lane, up with the left hand. It didn't go. Rebound Cardwell, up the left sideline. Westry, behind the back dribble, between the leg dribble. Right hand dribble, free throw line. Bounce pass into the corner for Flanagan, right side. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Allen rises up and scores a 3 from the right wing. Ninth 3 this season.
They're
for
playing
Auburn
a zone.
tonight.
They're playing a zone. Great three-point shot from the corner. We need that.
At 9 threes, ties the season best for Auburn. 63-46 Auburn. 17 to shoot for Colgate. Smith. Crossover dribble down the left side of the lane against Cardwell. Through the lane. Bounce pass. Moffitt spins down the right side of the lane. Head fake twice, 3 times. Put it up. Miniman blocked by Trayor.
Good defense.
Rebound Flanagan up the floor. KD 3. Bang! 10 threes. That's a new season high for the Tigers.
I would say he's feeling it, but he's always feeling it, come think of it.
20-point lead for Auburn. Biggest lead of the night. Back-to-back threes. Flanagan and KD. 66-46 Auburn. 4 threes, a career high for KD tonight, and a goaltend is called, I think, against Cardwell. They'll give the basket to Braden Smith on his drive to the hole.
What we're doing is trying to force them to go one way, and they're taking our post player away from the game, leaving that middle lane open for a drive, so we've got to get some help from the offside.
66-48 Auburn.
1-1-3 zone.
12:51, second half. Westry, Trayor, left side. KD through the lane. Out to the wing, Westry down the hole. Shoots and scores!
What a play. What a play.
And an and one opportunity for Chance Westry. How about that ball movement?
How about that? Passing against a zone is a real key. Some cutters away from the ball is a real key. We did both. I like that.
I agree.
We might be getting somebody in foul trouble. Seems like we're getting there a little bit better than they are right now.
Foul was called against Thompson. Free throw is up. It's missed by Westry. Berman, who was in, tapped it out, but it comes to Colgate. Richardson. Bounce pass, Woodward in the center circle. To Smith. Woodward to a curling Richardson outside the arc right side. Gets a screen from Woodward. Picked up by Trayor in the switch. 10 to shoot. Down to the low post for Woodward. Working against Westry, who knocks it away from behind. 6 on the shot clock. 12-17 second half. Auburn 68, Colgate 48.
The whole thing they're doing now is trying to get mismatches around the basket and setting high ball screens with their post player.
Richardson looking for an inbound. Lobs it and it's back out by Dylan Cardwell, who looks for any opportunity to celebrate life. Richardson, the inbound into the corner for Woodward. In the corner, Richardson, 3 ball blocked by Cardwell.
Great block.
Rebounded by Trayor. To Westry up the floor. Auburn by 20, 12:05 in the second half. Westry between the circles.
Still playing a zone.
Smith comes out on Westry.
They're been man now.
Right wing, inside the arc. Step back, 3 ball, in and out. And the rebound, Woodward. Up the left side for Smith across the center court. Smith backs up near the left sideline. Wants a screen, doesn't take it. He's open for a 3 left side. No, rebound, Dillon.
All right, recognize what defense they're in now and move the ball a little bit. We're shooting on the first pass, so we don't have to worry about what defense they're in.
68-48 Tigers. Auburn shooting 25 of 44 in the game. Westry, KD in the key. At the top, splits a double team. Wrap around Cardwell with the 2-hand sledgehammer.
The pass was what made that play. KD Johnson on a great drive into the middle, a drop-off pass to the post player. You don't get it any better than that, folks.
Timeout, Colgate. 11-17 in the second. Auburn by 22. Auburn basketball brought to you by the Auburn-Opelika Tourism folks. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
AuburnTigers.com is the official website of Auburn Athletics. Read the latest feature stories on your favorite Tiger teams. Get critical game day info, search videos and audio. Find how to get connected through social and digital media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or just find the next event on the athletic calendar. Plus, all athletics broadcasts are streamed free at AuburnTigers.com/watch. AuburnTigers.com, the official online home of Auburn Athletics.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present of peppermint chip goodness. It tastes like the holidays.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the peppermint chip milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard, but it's not basketball. We're talking volleyball out in Omaha. Your Auburn Tigers have taken set number 3 against the 4 seed and 14th ranked home-standing Creighton Jays. Auburn wins set number 3, 25-20. Brent Crouch's club now a 2-1 advantage as they go to set number 4. Meanwhile, it's a final now in Athens. Back to basketball. Georgia finishes off FAMU 68-46. And LSU in a little bit of trouble against Texas Arlington. Bayou Bengals only up 5 at 40-35. 15 minutes to go. Andy Burcham, Sonny Smith, that's a Yellowwood scoreboard.
That volleyball team gets a third set when they play either South Dakota or Houston tomorrow in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Just the second trip ever for Auburn in the tournament.
We're pressing full court, man for man.
70-48 Auburn. Lynch Daniels to Woodward. Down the right side of the lane, cut off by Dillon. To Lynch Daniels, got a screen. Drives on Berman. In the lane, bounce pass Woodward against Cardwell. Up. Oh, he walked twice, and Cardwell got him with the body. That'll be the third foul on Dillon. Dylan Cardwell on the night. 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple blocks. And we have a timeout, Sonny.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that guy's walk. He was so slow, they thought he wasn't moving.
Well put. 10:58 in the second. Auburn 70, Colgate 48. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
People take their chili seriously. At Whataburger, we also put chili on a pedestal made of 100% fresh beef. The new Whataburger Chili Cheeseburger, made to order with our own chili on 2 all-beef patties, melty cheese, onions, mustard, and crunchy corn chips. This is chili elevated to burger height. Introducing the all-new Chili Cheeseburger from Whataburger. Just like you like it. For a limited time at participating locations.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
10:58 in the second half. Auburn 70, Colgate 48. Auburn is shooting the ball even better in the second half than it did in the first. Auburn is 8 of 13 from the field at 61.5%, shooting 50% from 3 at 3 of 6. 10 threes for Auburn tonight. That's a new season high.
Yeah, look at look at the turnovers, Andy. We are not turning the ball
Well,
over.
you're right. Auburn only has 4 turnovers. They only have 7. Colgate,
I was talking about
is.
our not turn it over. It's
Right.
really, we're taking care of the basketball so well.
Auburn only had 8 turnovers in the game against St. Louis University on Sunday.
A very good defensive team, too, by the
Agreed.
way, St. Louis.
Woodward at the line, the first. Did you see what Yuri Collins did in his next game, that outstanding point guard against Tennessee State? He had 20 assists.
Woo.
How about that?
That is terrific. He was a great player, really.
Woodward missed the first. And he makes the second.
Yeah, he made that one. They probably let him walk on the free throw. He walked every time he got the ball.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
No, they shouldn't let that
You're like
happen.
a dog with a bone.
That's right.
70-49 Tigers. 10:50 second half. Katie Johnson running the show down the lane to the basket, off the glass. No. Rebound jam by Traore. Johan with the duck.
All right, defense without fouling now.
72-49 Auburn. 10:35 in the second. Woodward out at the high post. Gets the ball to Lynch. Right side for Richardson in the key. Out to the top. Down the left side, it's Woodward posting up against Westry, and he loses the ball out of bounds. Who was touched it last? I guess Auburn did. I thought Woodward did.
I wish he'd hung on to it because he'd run plumb all over our guy, I think.
Their ball out of bounds, baseline left. Richardson will trigger. Baseball pass out to the top for Baker. Baker, ball knocked away by Westry. He picks it up and he drives to the hole.
What
Off the glass.
athletic
No,
ability.
but that's going to be a goaltend
On us.
Baker, and Westry will get the bucket.
Oh.
6 points per chance.
I thought they'd get us on offensive goaltending. What a great call by
I
the
like
official.
the play of Chance Westry tonight. He just looks a little more aggressive. Yeah.
Boy, we can make a recording, couldn't we?
We could.
That kind of harmony, we'll get a recording going.
Oh, absolutely. Watch out, Nashville.
You know I sung on
Here
the Grand
comes
Ole
Sonny.
Opry.
Yeah. Here comes Sonny and Andy. At the top, Woodward working on Broom. Spins left side of the lane. Picks it up, goes baseline. Baker put it up, and Westry blocked it out of bounds.
Boy, Westry has been special tonight.
He has.
He really has.
He'll get a rest. Wendell Green comes in for Auburn. He joins K.D. Johnson, Leor Berman, Janai Broom, and Chris Moore on the floor for the Tigers. Moffitt in, Baker out, and Records is in replacing Woodward. Records posting up Berman out to the right wing. Richardson, 3, didn't get it. Rebound, Janai. 2, Wendell. Up the floor, Lee or Berman, 3 ball. Nope, missed it long.
Get back.
It was right on the mark, but he missed it long. Richardson up the floor for Colgate. On the right wing, open 3. Nope. Rebound, Moffitt runs it down. He's in the right corner. He's open for a 3.
They're not going to miss 2 or 3 different tries. We're not going back to the board with our perimeter people right now the way we should.
Colgate calls a 30-second timeout, trimming Auburn's lead to 22. 74-52 with 9:29 to go in the second half of play.
They have tried everything they can do, Andy. They played 3 different types of zones.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We were playing so well, and we're so aggressive.
Have they played any man at all tonight, Sonny, that you've seen?
They played a 1-1-3, a 2-3 zone, and a triangle and 2. They played that, but I haven't seen many just general man-for-mans.
That was their first field goal, by the way, according to our producer, Bradford T. Law from Piedmont, Alabama. Their first field goal in 3 minutes and 29 seconds.
You know, I think we do not need to let up, because this has been such a great performance of not turning the ball over, taking care of it, getting good shots, and defending some awfully good shots to the bucket by them.
Auburn playing 10 strong tonight with Leor Berman getting some important minutes. Jalen Williams on the bench, unable to play tonight for the Tigers.
Our bench has definitely played well.
Wendell Green across midcourt. Bench points solidly in favor of Auburn right now, as it has been many times this season.
They're back to man for man now.
Wendell Green, left wing, gets a screen from Broom. To the right wing for K.D. Johnson outside the arc. K.D. with 9 to shoot. Lobs it off the left side for Broom. Posts up against Records. Goes up, missed it. Rebound Records. Knocked out of bounds off of them.
It's our
Auburn
ball,
with 3 to shoot. 3 to shoot for Auburn. 9:01 in the second half. Auburn up 74-52.
Janai's got to be more aggressive with the ball going to the basket.
Not a exact catch and shoot, but pretty close here.
Yeah.
More lobs. It didn't get to Broom, and it comes to Lynch Daniels ahead for Braden Smith, drives underneath, leaves it, shot is up, and it will be Records going to the line to shoot 2.
I think Janai got him.
Somebody got him, that's for certain.
Well, maybe that's one of those picked ones. Right?
It was Moore called for the foul.
Well, you know, I expected him to miss it when so many guys fouled. He picked the wrong guy.
Keegan Records at the line, 71% from the stripe. Shoots a line drive.
It's going to go in, looks
and
like.
It did not get the rebound. He did not get the kind roll. Berman out, Flanagan in.
If you shoot a ball and it rebounds 3 times, it goes in. They ought to give you 2 points.
Really?
Yeah, because you lucked it. Luck is 3.
I found the bench points, by the way.
Oh, how many?
35-6, Auburn.
Woo.
Records makes the second free throw.
Now let's play together and move the basketball a little bit. They're playing man again, so we can get what we want against their man.
74-53 Tigers. Wendell Green working on Smith. Got a little too close, did Braden Smith, and Auburn has it. Foul goes against Braden. And that's the 6th foul against Colgate, but the 3rd on Smith.
Well,
Auburn ball.
He's fouled 100 times. They'd only caught him 3 times.
That's not a real good percentage.
Yeah, it's a little off. My accuracy is a little off, too.
Broom, Flanagan, 3. Nope. Rebound, tap up, missed. Broom got it back, jams it.
He needs to have a great game. He needs to get a confidence booster. Janai does.
6 points, 6 rebounds for Janai Broom in the ball game. Auburn up 76-53.
Don't give him anything.
Auburn presses. Smith will work against K.D. Johnson. Good to see K.D. out there after he took that tumble at the end of the first half. Lynch Daniels, left wing. At the top, it's Records. Picks up the dribble, hands to Smith. Way out on the right wing. Head fake, drives into the lane. Cut off to the left wing for Lynch Daniels. 8 to shoot. Driving on Wendell Green. Reverse layup, it didn't go. Rebound Wendell. Up the middle of the floor. Baseball pass, left wing K.D. Johnson. Down the lane, kicks it right wing Wendell. Kicks it back into the corner. K.D. 3-ball. Short. May have been blocked by Moffitt. And then Broom took it away. Drives, goes up and under, and scores with a foul.
What a great play. That's one of those defensive, offensive great plays.
7:54 to go in the second half. Broom with the N1 opportunity. When we come back, Auburn 78, Colgate 53. For every Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. By the way, the Outlive shirts on sale starting tonight. We'll talk about that much more in the games and Tiger Talks to come. By the way, for Auburn tonight already, 10 threes on the night. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Andy Burcham. The Auburn experience, you know it. There's nothing else like it. It's what binds us together as the Auburn family. And when you give to Auburn, you build on a strong foundation. Your gift opens doors of opportunity for top students, recruits exceptional faculty, and fuels innovative research. This is what creates our unique Auburn experience. And your gift makes it possible today and for generations to come. Give today at auburngiving.org.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
ball back at Neville Arena. Quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. They're all tied up in South Dakota. Number 6 Baylor, number 14 Gonzaga, squared at 48 apiece. Bulldogs have erased a 9-point deficit very early in the game, and they've actually now overtaken the Bears 50-48 with 8 minutes to go out in South Dakota. Coming down the stretch, 9.5 minutes in Baton Rouge. LSU trying to keep UT Arlington at bay. Bayou Bengals lead 47-43 there. And in the Big Ten, number 22 Maryland leads 16th ranked Illinois 28-16 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard. Back to Andy Burcham and Sonny Smith.
Janai Broom, the and one opportunity following the timeout, missed it, and the free throw or the rebound is pulled in by Jeff Woodward.
Let's get a stop. They're going to try to get into the lane on us.
78-53 Tigers, 7:45 in the second half. Daniels low post for Records. Working on Chris Moore. Bangs him a couple times, goes up with a left-handed score.
That's where they're going to try to go the rest of the game. You got to be ready to defend that post.
13 for Records. He is the leading scorer for Colgate. Auburn's leading scorer is K.D. Johnson with 16. At the top, Wendell Green to Janai Broom. Hands the ball to Zep Jasper. Outside the arc at the top, now inside, down the right side of the lane. Bounce pass out to the sideline for Green. 10 to shoot for Wendell. Working on Moffitt. Behind the back dribble, crossover dribble down the right side of the lane. Up and under and missed it. Rebound, Broom for the putback.
That's called beating the shot clock.
Third time this year, Auburn scored at least 80. It's 80-55 Tigers. 6:55 to go in the second half.
They're still going to try to post mismatches.
Broom went for a steal against Lynch Daniels, and Janai was whistled, and rightly so, for the foul, his second.
Yeah, that was one I could have made.
Yes, you could have.
A call.
Moffitt will trigger down the left sideline. Just the 5th foul against Auburn in the half. Lynch Daniels, Moffitt on the give and go. Gets pinned, goes up with a reverse and put it in.
Don't let them score. Let's defend the way we played at the first of the game. Stay right after them.
6.5 minutes to go, second half. Tigers up 80-57, Auburn basketball. Zep Jasper between the rings. Left wing, Wendell Green. Works on Smith inside the arc. Tried to get it underneath, and it's stolen. Smith then goes down, and Wendell is called for the trip. That'll be the third foul on Wen.
Wen's running the offense, and they're looking to run a set play for certain people, and it's kind of gone away with the flow of the game. But there's a reason behind that. They think we'll post mismatches for it, and we're getting mismatches.
Colgate ball, Auburn up 80-57, 6:20 in the second half. Smith across midcourt, right-hand dribble against Zep. To the right sideline, pulls up at the wing, gets it top of the circle, Woodward. To their two bigs are in the game, Woodward and Records, and there's a steal, Janai Broom. Coast in, jammed reverse.
Well, I tell you, he's very good at defending out on the floor. I did not know that, and I'm glad to see it.
13 points for Janai Broom. Auburn up 82-57. Broom works against Woodward. Woodward to the lane, spins, goes up, blocked. It was blocked by Broom. Green on the break. Right side of the lane, taken away by Richardson.
Get back.
They got 2-on-1. Richardson out on the left wing, 3 ball. Nope. Rebound, fought for underneath. Out of bounds off of Chris Moore, who looks in disbelief.
Well, I would have been in disbelief too since they knocked it out.
Colgate ball out of bounds, baseline left.
These refs are tired of running up and down the floor. They're going to stay on one end a while.
Richardson will trigger baseline left. Underneath, Records goes up for the shot and gets fouled by Flanagan. That will be the third foul on Allen.
Yeah, we're getting a few fouls now. I wish we'd finish the game plan defense the way we did at the first, because you don't see it any better than what we were doing early in the ball game.
Records has 13 points on the night. Back at the line for 2 more. First free throw, he missed it.
You know, they're better free throw shooters than they shot here tonight. We're defending the free throws real well.
You could say the same thing about St. Louis on Sunday.
Maybe so. I'm glad you brought that up. Maybe there's something about the way our crowd's right on top of you.
There you go. I don't think it helps. Records miss both. Gooey fries coming. Gooey fries at Victory Grill on 2 missed free throws, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Top of the circle, Chris Moore. Right wing in the corner, Janai for three. Didn't get it. Weak side rebound, Flanagan lost it. Daniels on the break. Drives, goes up, blocked. Flanagan got back and blocked it. He gets the rebound. Allen dribbles out of trouble. Auburn up 82-57, 5 minutes to go, second half. Flanagan, Broom, and out of bounds. It was knocked out of bounds by Colgate.
Colgate's mad at somebody.
Getting a little bit ragged right now at the 5:01 mark of the second half.
Well, you can't get your hands above your waist is the reason. They're fouling on every play.
Records comes out, and Thompson is in.
What a defensive play. Our defense has been outstanding.
Flanagan, Green. At the top, it's Broom. Right side, Moore. Underneath, goes up. It was blocked on the backboard. Rebound. Moore up and in with a foul. Chris Moore has 8 points, 6 in the second half.
He's the kind of guy you'll say, well, Chris didn't score much tonight. And you look at the scorebook and he's got 8 points. He scores quietly. I don't know if there's such a thing, but it sounded good, didn't it?
Sure did.
Yeah.
It sounded fabulous.
Thank
Free
you.
throw is missed. He goes after the rebound, but it's run down by Thompson.
We got to make our free throws a little better here tonight.
84-57 Auburn. Woodward, Smith. Left side for Daniels. Top of the circle. Daniels to Smith. Right wing three. Count it.
He's a player.
I like him.
That guy's a player.
Freshman for Colgate out of Seattle.
All right, run your offense. Don't get real ragged here. Let's finish the game the way we started.
84-60 Tigers. 4:22 in the second half. Green hands to Zepp. Down the left side of the lane. Spins up with the right hand. No. Rebound to Woodward. And Daniels to Woodward across midcourt. And Janai went for another steal at midcourt, and he was called for the foul.
There was no foul there. That's what you call, I'm anticipating him to try to steal this ball. I'm going to call a foul.
Trey Donaldson gets his first action of the night at point guard. Freshman out of Tallahassee, replacing Wendell Green. Green exits with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah, we don't want to play this last 4 minutes from the foul line.
Westry will come in. He'll go to a 2 now. He may actually go to a 3, and he replaces Flanagan. Yeah, he'll go to the 3 now.
I'd say Allen had a very steady game.
I agree. Started tonight and was very good. Flanagan exit the night with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists.
Yeah.
Woodward at the line for 2 for Colgate. He missed it. Actually, it was a 1 and bonus, wasn't it?
I think they're a little bit better free throw shooters than they've shot here tonight. This must be a tough place to shoot free throws.
84-60 Tigers, 4 minutes to go, second half. Donaldson, Moore, low post, Broom, turnaround jumper, in and out. How did that not go down?
He should have made that one. He's got to get good at that because he's going to get a lot of those.
Richardson right sideline for Colgate. Brings it top of the circle. Works on Chance Westry. Left side, Baker, right back to the top for Richardson. Eyeball screen drives against Westry. Put it up, and he's fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for 2. 3:35 to go in the second half. Auburn 84, Colgate 60. Second half presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino. With 3 Alabama locations in Atmore, Montgomery, and Wetumpka, you can escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino and online at windcreek.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
War Eagle, a tradition that can mean hello or goodbye. It's our battle cry, our family. It's what Auburn is all about. Ford Motor Company has a powerful tradition too, an unwavering commitment to build smarter, tougher, more dependable trucks. Ford F-150, it's a truck I drive and the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Visit buyfordnow.com or your local Ford dealer. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Not all models, trims, or features may be available. Contact your dealer for more information.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. At Alabama Power, we give 100% to achieve 99.9% dependability. Our commitment helps deliver power for a better Alabama.
3:35 to go in the second half. Tonight's celebrity and Auburn men's golf coach Nick Kleinert. Tigers finished the fall season ranked as high as number 1 in the country.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. 84-60, Auburn on top. Trying to get to 8-0 going into the final exams break. Next up for Auburn, the Tigers play Memphis in Atlanta a week from tomorrow. That's a 4 o'clock tip-off, 4 o'clock central tip-off from Atlanta, the Holiday Hoops Giving event. We're on the air at 3:30 that day, Sonny.
I can't wait. I always wanted to go to Atlanta.
Free throw is up and it is missed by Richardson. You've never been to Atlanta. Never been to Atlanta.
No, they
no kidding.
Hey, the traffic in Atlanta is worse than it is in Rome Mountain.
Well, free throw good by Richardson.
Hey.
Hey.
Free throws have not been a good thing for both teams tonight. Neither one's really shot it great.
84-61 Tigers. Donaldson running the point to Traore. Kicks it into the corner for Westry. Penetrates, spins to the base, to the basket. No. Rebound Chance back up and in.
Chance is going to be an offensive player. He's so aggressive and he's so quick and he's so athletic.
8 points for Westry, 6 coming in the second half. 86-61 Tigers. 3:09 in the second. Woodward to Richardson to the baseline. Cut off there. Goes up, put it up, missed it. Rebound Dylan Cardwell. It's been a tough night for Tucker Richardson. Auburn has made his life tough tonight.
Dylan Cardwell doesn't quit even in the warm-up. Even in the warm-up.
86-61 Auburn. 2:50 to go in the second half. Donaldson with a screen from Cardwell. Step back on the left wing. Kicks it there for Zepp Jesper. The Honey Badger on the right-hand dribble. 8 to shoot. Wants a screen from Cardwell. Gets it. Drives it. Left side to the corner. Donaldson to the basket. Tried to set up Cardwell. Didn't get it there. Here is Baker up the floor and throws it off of Smith out of bounds. They had a 4-on-1 and blew the break.
You know, when you get this much of a lead and everybody's playing, the only time you throw a pass is when it slips out of your hand. You looking for a shot, what you need to do.
2:26 on a counting clock in the second. Auburn by 25 against Colgate. 86-61. Donaldson bounce pass. Traore spins down the lane. Gets bumped, goes up and missed it, but he was fouled.
He's an aggressive player. I'm so glad to see that. He's so athletic.
He and Westry have been more aggressive tonight, Sonny.
Yes, they
well,
have.
you know, Bruce Pearl told us on Tiger Talk last night that he told the freshmen, Chance and Johan and Donaldson, guys, you're not freshmen anymore. Time for you to take a step up. I would say that they have.
That was a good statement right there.
Yeah, free throw good by Johan.
He's got quite a body on him.
6 points for the freshman out of Tours, France. Played at Dream City Christian School. Averaged 16 points and almost 5 rebounds a game on the trip to Israel. Second free throw, he missed it. And the rebound is pulled in.
Defense
by
without
Nicholas
fouling.
Louis-Jacques.
I got a TV show I need to see. We don't want to be stopping that clock.
Petticoat Junction.
Oh, yeah, I like that show.
Smith to the basket, reverse layup. It's good.
We let a guy score while I was running my mouth. Jeez.
87-63 Auburn, a minute 52 to go in the second half. Donaldson into the lane for Cardwell. Dillon with the right hand hook. Oh, he got it to fall.
A guy that works as hard as he does needs to have some shots.
7 points for Dillon. 89-63 Auburn, a minute 35 in the second half. Woodward spins on Cardwell to the basket, put it up. Dillon blocked it. Rebounded by Donaldson on the break. Up the floor, left side, Westry to Cardwell for the two-hand dunk.
I love it.
And that's, friends, how you run the break.
That is the way you run it.
91-63 Tigers. Cummings drives on Westry. Picked up the dribble. Now Woodward to Smith out at the top. Picked up by Leor. Smith wants a screen. Gets one from Woodward. Drives to the free throw line. Down the right side. Head fake to the wing for Louis Jacques up from about 15 short. Rebound Woodward. Out to the top for Smith. 17 to shoot. Loses the handle, gets it back. Drives against Berman. Out at the top, it's Cummings. Knocked away by Westry. Berman dives to the floor. Gets the ball to Westry. Up the floor. Off the right side. Underneath. Traore up and in.
My goodness. We have really played well in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Usually it's just a slop around, have a good time, but we're still playing good basketball.
Carter Sobera, Chandler Leopard, and Jalen Harper empty the Auburn bench tonight, other than Stretch. Babatunde Akingbola. 41.1 to go. Auburn's 93 points, a season high tonight.
This has been an impressive game.
Yes, it has.
There's no question. It's really impressive.
Smith across midcourt for Colgate. Bounce pass to Louis Jacques. Working on Chandler Leopard. Gets a screen off the right side, down the lane. Kicks it into the corner. 3 ball from Capitano, missed it. Rebound weak side for Woodward. Back to the wing. Right side, 3 ball. It's good.
Everybody needs to be screened by number 55 on their team.
Final 16 seconds to go in this one. Jalen Harper will walk it across midcourt, and Auburn can dribble this one away. Auburn will go into the final exams break undefeated. The Tigers will be 7-0. The final score tonight, Auburn 93, Colgate 66. A career high, or excuse me, a season high in points, threes, and bench points tonight. The Tigers 93, Colgate 66. That's an impressive win for the Auburn Tigers.
Impressive.
And Auburn's 16 points by K.D. Johnson, the most for the Tigers tonight. You can score points too with the Chick-fil-A app. Download or open the app to place an order, earn and redeem points with the Chick-fil-A app. War Eagle and eat more chicken. Auburn 93, Colgate 66. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
All the action all season as Auburn women's basketball rebuilds a championship foundation inside Neville Arena and throughout the SEC. Coach Johnny Harris and staff have a young and talented roster, and every game promises fast-paced competition. Games are available in the Auburn area on FM Talk 93.9 FM and everywhere else by downloading the Auburn Game Day app. Check the schedule at auburntigers.com.